Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's date is 11th August 2021. My name is Suraj Ingre. I am from Raisuni College, BTech degree, IT department. Today's topic is what is meant by static. Explain it briefly. In this video I will explain about what is meant by static, what is meant by static block, what means static variable, static method, how the sequence of a static means the static means static flow sequence, static control sequence, all will be included in this video. So let's start it. Firstly, I will explain about what is meant by static. So basically in Java there are 57 keywords. There are 57 keywords are reserved for which cannot be used as an identifier. So in this, in 57 words, one of the keyword is static. So what is meant by static? Static keyword is mainly used for memory management. Static keyword is used for memory management. It can be used with variables, method, blocks, and nested classes. Static is used for constant variable or constant method that is same for every instance of a class. The main method of a class is generally labeled static. Firstly I will explain about the static control flow. So how the means if you write in a code, if you write all the method, variable, blocks in a means before you write static of the all variable, method, and block, etc., then how the you mean compiler, how will you get the sequence of the sequence of the output. So I will explain you in this method. So there are three steps for that to executing the static method, when you use static all over. So for firstly identification, firstly it will identify the static members in that, where you are getting the statics, where you are write static before one particular method, or where particular main method or identifier or variable or etc. So it will check from top to bottom. Then the second step for that is execution of a static variables and static blocks. Execution of static variables and static blocks from top to bottom. It will goes from sequential order only. After that, the last method, which is the third method, is the execution of main method. So this is how the static sequence flow work. So I will take one example to understand you perfectly, which is is coding example. So firstly I will take one class as a class base, and in that I will take one static int I is equal to 10. So here in a static int I is equal to 10. So firstly what happened here, it will check while there are, just I explained three steps. The first step is to check whether it is static member or not, is presently there or not. So firstly static member, yes, here is the static member is there. So where it when is check, firstly it check it is static or not, and then the initial value of I is conducted as here firstly as a 0, because it will go from top to bottom. So firstly it will take as 0. After that, it is also called as not readable or not writable for that condition only. After that it will goes and it will take the value as a 10, but firstly it's called as not readable and not writable. So after that I will take static method, and in that static m1 as a method, and in after m1 I'm writing like a sysout my first code. And after that here what happened, I will explain all one by one. After that sysout statement, just first number. Then I will take one main method. In that main method which is main print void static main string arg, like that. And in that main method we are writing m1, which I just write in upper. So in after m1 just I'm writing sysout second method. So in sysout second method, just writing, after that I'm writing, just I complete the curly bracket, and up in below I'm writing print method like a sysout. Just forget about print method, just I'm writing static method, and in that static method I'm writing second static method. And after that I will allowing one static j is equal to 20. So firstly what will happen here, means firstly we'll check one by one here what happening, means just I explain about int, means first static int is equal to I is equal to 0. After that m it goes to the for static m1, here m1 is goes in m1 is below in main method, which is sysout j is equal to, means sysout j, where firstly it will shows the output as 0 because we are not initializing any value. After checking all the static members are there or not, then the second step is execution of variables and execution of static block. So while execution of a variable, firstly just first variable, which is I is equal to 10, firstly the value is like I is equal to 0. Then in second step it will goes to I is equal to 10, and it is also called as read and writable. So after that in below m1 method is there, and in m1 method just I writing means my first code. So my first code is executed, means in compiler first answer is like 0 because just I is equal to 0. After that my first code will be print, after that second code will be print, and in below when the firstly the value of j is 0 will be print. After that value of j of 20 will be print there. So this is how the sequence of the variable works, means second step is only for means execution of variables and static variables and static blocks. The third method is execution of main method, which is in main method the particular only m1 is there, and the means is out in so m1 will be executed, and which is j is equal to 20. And after below m1 we are writing sysout statement. In sysout statement we are writing third variable, so third variable will be print. So the means what's the output there, like a 0 first, second, after that 0, then 20, and last is third variable. So this is how the sequence of static variable just printed. So that's all about static. I will just explain it with one code here. I hope you will understand it. So hope thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, share to my YouTube channel. Yeah.